All right, everybody, this is me attempting to install a ceiling fan. I did remove my old ceiling fan. For me it was a pain because honestly these two right here, this one and the other one, on the outer box, the box that's holding all the wires together, the electrical box up there, those were not the proper screws from when it was put in the 70s. So I had to go find some screws. So what would have taken me probably, maybe 20-30 minutes to disassemble the old one and put this one on, took me a very long time, a lot of frustration, and I had surgeries on my shoulders and on my back, so this is something I'm attempting to do. I love doing work. If you've seen my videos before, that is right here is the old one. Okay, as you can see. This time I bought the Hampton Bay, what is it? Clarkston. There it is, the Hampton Bay Clarkston. I bought that one. I went to, and not a shout out to nothing, I went to Home Depot and bought it, and it was like under 60 bucks. So it's just something I wanted to upgrade my living room with. My house is built in the mid 40s, so anything you do now, you have to remodify it, or you have to totally replace and rebuild. I'm not a replace or rebuilder, so I'm more of a modified. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach, there's a blue and a black one over here, and they're going to be attached to this black one here, if you could see it, sorry. This black one right here, and then of course the white will be attached to, it's kind of white, it's like a tan cream color, and then this one right here is the ground, and that's going to be attached to this one and to this one. They're going to be attached together. I'm going to wing nut them all together, and then according to the instructions, which we do read them, but we go by whatever we say. I mean, women are just like men. We do read them. It does say to wrap them, even though you put the wing nuts on them, to wrap them still with electrical tape, which I'm going to do. By all means, I'm not an electrician. I have turned off the electricity to this fan, so there is no electricity running through it. And I'm going to go ahead and proceed to do this, and then I will get back to you in a bit. I'm actually sort of doing this by myself, so it's hard for me to hold the camera and to attach all the wing nuts and all that good stuff. So I'll be right back. Okay, so back to it. As you can see, I did attach all the wirings back on. There and there. Now, before I did anything, I went and turned the power back on because I wanted to make sure that it was actually running before I close everything, because that's just what I do. So I'm going to pull the string, and as you can see, it is running. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to go back out, turn off the power, and I'm going to connect everything. Now, some people might say, oh, well, you don't have to turn off the power. You could just go ahead and do it. You have everything connected properly and all this other stuff. But honestly, I just rather be safe than sorry. Okay, so I'll be right back after I do it, because I'm going to connect the bolts and everything. But let me go outside and turn off the power, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, there's these bolts that are up here, okay? Screws, whatever. I always say the wrong thing, but they are screws, I'm sorry. I'm going to only disconnect one of them, and it's actually going to be, I got to figure out which one. Whichever one goes into this hole here, okay, is the only one I'm going to disconnect, because all the other ones, all I have to do is loosen them, and then they're going to slide into the slots, and I will have it put up, and then it will go, and then I'll redo this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get to that. And when you're putting this back up, just make sure you put it back up nice and carefully. You don't want any wires pinched when it's up here. You don't want anything. I think that's the reason why they had it where you put the black around, just in case there is a wire that might be coming out or something like that. You don't want any shorts. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and like I said, I'm going to loosen one of them I'm thinking it might be this one. I'm going to take this one all the way out. I'm going to unloosen all the other 3 and just have them out a little bit. I'm going to attach it with this, and then on this one I will screw it all the way in. Okay, I'll be right back. So something I figured out that I didn't realize, when you're putting the hook on, it needs to go on this opening here, and then these, which is the holes I told you where you didn't really have to take them all out, once you lift it up and put it up inside, they will hook into their proper spot. I did not know this, so I was having a really hard time on trying to figure out how to put this on. And then I realized it at the last minute that that hook has to go inside this part right here, the part that hooks onto it. Okay, so just a little note of what I didn't realize at the time. And then once you put it in and you line it up, the holes will go into alignment. Like this one will go here, that one will go there. But like I said, at the time, I did not realize it or even know it. Okay, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. Okay, so I'm going to go tighten these screws, put these screws back in over here. And yeah, it would have been a lot easier if I would have thought that this hook right here goes into this little part. I was hooking it on the other stuff and I was not thinking properly. Okay, I'll be right back. So I got the screws all tightened up. Okay, and this was the only screw that really needed to be taken out. You didn't really need to take out all of them. I ended up having to take out 3 of them because it wasn't going in for me properly. So I ended up doing that. It looks good compared to my old one. I still have to, I'll show you, I still have to put this part on here. And then of course, attach the fan blades, I'm gonna say the bracket for it, and then the blades, and then of course the lighting. So let me go ahead, and sorry I'm doing it all crazy. So let me go ahead and put this on, and then once I get that on, then I'll do the fan blades and attach those. And those are literally just gonna go into these areas here. Okay, and down here is where I got, sorry I was on a ladder. These are the actual mechanisms that go for that. Okay, and they're just going to get attached on, and then they usually get attached on like that because this is the part you want to see. And then I have the fan blades, and those are going to be attached. They're over here on, sorry, they're over here, and they're going to be attached on afterwards. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on first. Then I'm going to go ahead and attach the fan assemblies and the blades, and then right before I get ready to do the wiring for the light, because you have to actually take this off, I will go ahead and actually it screws up here to the sides, and I will go ahead and get back to you on that one. All right. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. I ended up putting this on. It's not hard to put on, but also what it is you have to put it up into the little areas. Everything is self, so you don't have to unscrew nothing or do nothing. But when you tighten it, you have to really make sure you tighten it because it has to click in so that it won't move. Because what's going to happen is the vibration from the fan will eventually move this and knock it down, and it could cause a whole bunch of stuff if it's not on properly. So Lord being, I did it properly, and over time it won't come down, or I might have to retighten it. So right now, I have somebody now that's assembling the blades for me, and then I'm going to go ahead and attach them up here. So while they did that, I decided to do the lights. The one thing I do like about this light compared to my other light was you had to actually rewire the whole light. This light is already all rewired, which is great. All you have to do is click in these things. I do have the electricity back on because I wanted to make sure, so now I'm going to show you. That's the fan moving, without the blades, of course. Now that's off. And then this is the light, okay? I have to hold on to something because if I don't, the light will come down. So hold on one second. Ooh, don't know if you saw, but that is the light. So everything is working properly so far. So once it's done, I will run through the whole thing of everything I did, and I will get back to you. If you like my videos, and I know this one's different from the videos I have posted before, please subscribe to it and like them. And then this way I can go ahead and start doing some more videos. I've been off of work. I had surgeries on my back and my shoulders, so a lot of things I cannot do. Unfortunately, I know how to do them, but I had to hire someone to do certain things. So I'm hoping to get back to doing the videos myself. If I can't do the self-help videos of things I want to get done, my next project is I'm actually putting, well, I can do it, an attic ladder into my garage, because I do have a 2-story garage and I have steps right now, and I'd like to get some more space done. But I want to put an attic ladder in there. I've already bought the actual ladder, and I have actually someone coming over to install it in the next couple of weeks. I can videotape that if they want me to. I have to ask that person first if they're okay with me doing so, and we can do a step-by-step walk instructions on how to do it. I hope to be helping them do it, but I will not be able to do it myself due to my screws in my back and in my shoulder. But I will start posting other videos on things I'm doing around the house, like, you know, I hate to say it, like washing windows and screens, you know, gardening, planting stuff, and hopefully those will catch on and you guys will be okay with it. I do have a project I have to do on my Ford Focus. It's a 2008. I have a problem with the ignition where I have to keep pushing it in to start the car. It was great at first, but over the years it's getting harder. So I actually bought the housing mechanism for the ignition, and I'm going to put that on. So that will be a video that I will put on there. Just want to let everybody know that I'm a woman. My helper is also a female, and we do a lot of the stuff ourselves at our house. So I just like to post videos to show people that, you know, women can actually do things and not be afraid to do them. Look at YouTube, ask friends, whatever it takes, but don't be afraid to do anything. Okay, I'll be right back after I assemble the whole thing and I test it, and I will walk you through everything I've done again. Once again, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. All right, everybody. So what should have taken me, honestly, 30 minutes, ended up taking me a lot longer because of certain circumstances. First of all, when I took off the old, which this is the old one, when I took off the old one, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. You can see how old it is. This is the top of it up here, and this is the bottom, whatever. This is the top, that's the bottom. Anyways, when you take it off, the screws that went into the top of it, they went into this one here. And you see how small it is compared to how big that one is. Okay, so that was number one. It wasn't that much of a deal. The problem is that the screws that actually mount into the outer box up there, it did not, or they did not go in properly. So I had to kind of drill into the outer box to find some longer screws to put in there. But with all that being said, and going through the instructions, you know, making sure I did the instructions properly, I had some different kind of bulbs. I ended up going with their light bulbs. It's very bright either way. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. I ended up using my old light covers because I actually liked them a lot better than their light covers. They're not bad. It's just mine are a little bit more decorative, and I wanted to keep something from the old ceiling fan, since we've had that fan since, like, honestly, the late 70s, early 80s. And so then, therefore, that's why I wanted to upgrade it. So honestly, I'm very happy with it. I had to add some extensions because I'm short, so I couldn't reach them when they were on there properly, and luckily I've already had extensions from other ceiling fans I've done. This is the only one that has actually given me a lot of grief, and I don't know if it's because it's a bigger diameter, you know, the round part. I don't know if that's the problem or just in general, but yeah. So this is my final result. This is on the thing, and as you can see, it goes a lot faster than my old one. If I showed you my old one, I think the lowest one on here doesn't even go as fast as my top speed on it. And then this is the second one, and it's blowing a lot. It's literally blowing a lot of air. My dogs will be happy because my dogs actually sleep in here, and only at night because we don't want them here during the day because I do not have electricity. I mean, I don't have AC at my house, so therefore it is not that great. And then this is the other one, and that's how it looks. And I'm seriously, this is the lowest on this fan, and this is still going faster than my other fan did. So I'm kind of glad I upgraded. And then here's the lights. Sorry if I blind everybody. So that's the lights. And as you can see, it's very, very bright around the house. Okay? So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video like I said earlier. If so, you can subscribe to my channel. I always say that there's nothing that a woman can't do if they actually put their mind to it. Do some research if you're not comfortable. Ask some questions, but don't feel defeated. Honestly, do not feel defeated. There's a lot of times you might have to have somebody's help because something might be awkward or, you know, what do you call it, too heavy or whatever. I, of all people, have had to ask for help on more occasions. Like I told you earlier, I have 6 screws in my back and 3 in my shoulder. And this is something, a project I've been wanting to do. And hopefully everything goes well and I don't have to redo it or call somebody else to help me do it. Once again, thank you guys so much. I'm sorry my hair's probably really messed up. Peace out, and I hope you guys appreciate it. Love and much grace to all of you. Bye.